All right, what's up YouTube? Here's another video. So this video here is another deck profile of the Mermail Ghoti deck. I had decreased the deck size to 52. You probably increase it to 5150. I know Chicken Jim is playing one less Pike and one less Abyss Shark, but I feel like you need more of the searchable fish for Abyss Shark. And since I'm playing two, I'm gonna have to play like the second one. Even with one, I still think the second pike is still required due to just being, if you draw it, you still can summon it from deck with squad going second to like protect or have a fish on board to protect your silicon. And then also you don't want to draw too many of these because if you go through a pike, if you draw a pike and then you have to like go through it, it makes searching your fishes a lot worse with like a Abyss Shark because if you don't have any level 4, level 3, level 4, level 5s in deck, you can't like search with a Abyss Shark. But that probably don't come up as often. So, but I still would like the second pike just to summon it off squad going second, just in case you draw one also. So, yeah, we can get into the deck list now. The deck is a lot more. I would say 60 isn't bad. It's just that you don't see your 9 engine as much. So you'll have to rely on knowing how to break specific boards instead of letting your hand traps like help you like stop the full board, like end on half, because it's easier to break a half board. It takes a lot more thinking and a lot more knowing what you're doing to break like an actual full board with just engine. And for that, I just didn't want y'all to have like a hard time breaking the full board if you're like actually new to the deck, and you need something a lot more easier to play, I guess. Even though the Ghoti cards adds another layer or level of the deck, so you'll have to like actually know the Ghoti plays as long, as well as knowing how to break a board. But if you know all the interactions of your opponent's deck, and you learn that just by playing it over and over again, you'll figure out what lines and what things they have to stop and what they can stop and what you can like do versus them. So yeah, other than that, we can get into the list. You can probably cut Abyss Shark, make it 51, and have like a better, cleaner list. But I found out that Abyss Shark in any water with like a handful of waters is still full combo because you normal summon like, let's say Perulia, and then you activate Abyss Shark, search, Pike, and then if you have like another water alongside Pike, you go to Abyss Keeper, special with Pike discard water, and then you still have full combo there with the Silicon line as well, which is something if you're like getting hand trapped a lot. So just wanted to show that combo or like have more opportunities to do that combo instead of being stopped. So that's why I put a Abyss Keeper in. But we have the 3 Fuwalos, 3 Ash. I think these 6 are mandatory for hand traps, and the Impulse is mandatory. The Perulia, you can side these if you want, but since it's a water, I do play 2 of them at least. And they're not bad into like a lot of decks, but the main decks can play or either plays around it well, or they're really not affected by it. The only deck that is affected by it a lot is Radiant, but it's not as much Radiant I've seen recently, because pure Radiant really isn't like a crazy deck. So I guess people like stop playing it, and then it has like consistency issues as well. So I don't see it as much on DB, but I still do see it here and there. Then we have the Droplet. These could be imperms if you prefer imperm, but I prefer Droplet because you can stop like Snatchy. If you freeze Snatchy on the board, then it's just really just game from there. You freeze any other card, allows you to like dodge with your monsters as well, so that you can resolve them, like dodging with like activating Prince and then dodging with it, or summoning Diva and then dodging with it is really strong. So that's the reason why I play Droplet. You usually just cut out the spells going second against like Draco Tail and Radiant if you need to, and put in anti-magic and whatever other hand traps the other hand traps that you play So that's the 9 engine. For the starters, we have 7 1 card starters. So we have first Penguin, uh, Pike. I mean not Pike, but Prince and Diva, and that's what we have for the starters. Self-explanatory. This is 1 card starter now with Abyss Shark with the Ghoti card. So you always can get to full combo with this. You just activate, discard a card, add Abyss Shark. Abyss Shark adds Harpooner. Synchro for 6 for the Arion Post. Arion Post banish Psych. Psych summon back, banishing the Abyss Shark from grave. Activate Search Coelacanth, and then it can banish itself, and then special summon Coelacanth with Harpooner from hand, and then discard a card, and then you have just your full combo from there. So it's just a 1 card combo to get you straight to your fishes as well. You don't go through like none of your hand rips or like looking through your hand, but it's still like a good combo to where you can just rely on like just playing Penguin and still like get to a great inboard. We play the 1 Minstrel, 3 Shrine, 3 Dragoons, 1 Infantry, 3 Tias, 3 Squad, 2 Poseidra, 2 Pike for the Mermail Atlantean cards. Self-explanatory. The Harpooner for combo, 2 Abyss Shark. I might end up cutting 1. I'm just testing and see how often it comes up, but you probably can just cut 1. And if you want to play 52, you can just put area back in place of it as well. So, and then we have Coelacanth, and then the 5 Ghoti cards. We put Zep in the side. Zep is really the one you don't actually need as often because usually it really only comes up like most times going first when you're like under FUA and you have to like play. Other than that, you really can just side it in as like another interruption just to make sure you just seal game 3 or game 2 or whatever game you are in where you're going first. Going second is not the best to draw. The others are like better because they actually like these 2 allow you to special things from your hand or special yourself from hand, and this one is just the one that allows you to banish itself to like trigger Chin Ying while you're breaking the board. So, and then it's the one that's the most recurring because it banishes itself when you have fishes. And then you have the Sykes and the Snopios. We have 1 title, cut down a title, trying to get the list smaller. Then we play the Molan Glacier for the half boards. Sometimes summoning this with getting like one of these banished to still lead you to Deep Beyond, which is really still strong to like still have like another layer of interaction. So that's the main deck, 52, 51 if you cut the second Abyss Shark as well. So for the side deck, we play 1 area, 1 Zep. I also don't know if you need to side Zep. It's more of, I guess, a safety net. But if you're really good with the Ghoti cards, you know what you're doing, you really probably don't need it. So I probably could cut it because I don't need it as much. And I probably would play it like a shifter over this because shifter, we really don't lose the shifter as hard anymore with this specific deck. So you could play shifter and like have it as a cross out target or have it going second against a lot of decks that lose the shifter because shifter is really just a strong hand trap. This format, a lot of decks lose the shifter effects as well. So we can actually capitalize on shifter now with the Ghoti cards because Rhyme plays under shifter, First Penguin plays under shifter. Area, once you side it in, that helps you play under shifter by searching Rhyme. So you have a lot of cards that allow you to play under shifter, and then starting with shifter, you can't get drolled or like, what's the card? Valor either. So playing cards like shifter really is really strong, and it might be needed. It might be a mandatory either main or side next format where Cool Tunes become a lot stronger because Cool Tunes loses shifter a lot easier. It's really hard for that deck to play through shifter. So probably siding or maining that card for the Cool Tune matchup is going to be really strong. Then we play the cross out just for hitting the drolls and impulses. maybe if you leave in a Fualo, since you are playing like a 50 card deck, you might not see it as often, so you could leave it in just to cross out the draws also as well. And it also allows you to banish your smaller fish. So if you don't need it that turn, you can just banish your smaller fish if you need to get your your play started for your opponent's turn to play on their turn, which is still a really strong card. Also playing like Leafless really isn't that important, or Gold Sark. Gold Sark is a little better, maybe, because if you get like Nib, then you can just Gold Sark, banish one of the big fish if you get nibbed on Silicon, and then still banish your fishes from grave. So that could be a card you play over the Zep as well, to like have better plays under Shifter as well and Di-Fi. But other than that, we're just gonna leave the Zep here. Then we have the Retaliating Sea, just Lunalight destroys Branded, destroys Draco Tail. What other decks? Helps against Mitsurugi because it gets rid of their smaller guys so that they can't special summon them back with Futsu. So you can still summon that into Mitsurugi. The yummy Azamina builds, or any Azamina build, you can just still actually play this card because it still summons off the hollow activation. So you can just banish a lot of cards, and then it like stops hollow from being special summoning a monster because the card has to go to grave to special the monster. So it just banishes the card instead. And then we have the 2 draws for going first or second to stop like Mitsu, Radiant. Also to draw yourself if you get like Fluid. So that's really good. Then we play the 1 Gamma Seal. So Gamma Seal and Area. Area is basically like another Gamma Seal without playing the second for Lunalight. If you're not able to like hand trap them to death, you'll still be able to like search the Gamma Seal and like do your plays from there. Then you have the Anti-Magic Arrows, the God card, this format. Another reason why I wanted to cut down to closer to 50, because you see your side deck a lot more. Anti-Magic Arrows is really still a strong card. Allows you to like play, like beat a lot of trap decks, deal with those. Striker, Radiant, decks like those, it allows you to deal with those decks a lot more easier. Then Evenly, I went back to Evenly because we don't really need Evenly for like all matchups. It's just specific matchups like Vanquish Soul K9. That's a really good card to activate Evenly against. Yummy decks that end on the level 8 Synchro that summons Azalin from deck. It hits that deck like really bad. It really helps you like in that matchup as well, getting rid of a lot of their cards. Against Fiendsmith Yummy, it really handles that deck. Fiendsmith Magnet Warrior handles that deck. What other decks? It handles a few different decks. So playing Evenly really is a good card. And then you just what is it? Draco Tail, if you decide not to side anti, but you should, you can still like Droplet evenly. Droplet is still like one of the best combos. Yeah, so Evenly came back in for that reason, just for massive board wipes, just to make it easier. So once you set up your board, you usually probably just win after Evenly somebody. So for the extra deck, we're playing 1 Poseidra, 1 Trite. The Alacia, this is a really strong card against a lot of destruction decks, so prioritize probably summon this if they have board wipes. We play the Anemone, we play Abyss Keeper. Abyss Keeper is actually a good card going second because it helps you banish like cards on the board by banishing your fishes, which is really strong. So a few replays where you see me summon this, return a card back to the top of the deck, draw 2 with Ravenous, and then banish Ravenous to banish a card once you like Anti-Magic arrow them. It's really strong. You can also remove this card if you have to use it in your first turn combo with Sykes. Sykes allow you to banish cards face up on the field in hand or in grave. So, well, on the summon from banish, it allow you to banish from grave. But when it's on the field, it's just hand or field, face up, hand or field. So you can just always get rid of this. Like it's not going to be stuck there. So that's how you get rid of the Abyss Keeper, and then you can just link into Abyss Lacia for your inboard piece. So we play the Repeater. We play the Arion Post. We play Donna. Donna is good for your first combo where you need to get a few draws because your hands end up like minus a lot due to like having to like discard a lot through the combo. So just being able to get to Donna to allow you to like replenish your hand is really good. I might put in the Abyss Steam Trap. So since we do play like Droll and like Retaliating, those could be better hand traps to draw into going against specific decks. So the Abyss Trap could be Zep if you need it to be, because one of the combos that I've shown on the channel, you go through Donna, overlaying it with Silicant to Trite, and then Trite can like detach and special summon. So I might test without the Zep and maybe put in Steam. We might try the Steam here because Steam could be really good drawn into Ashes and Impulses or Droplets going first. So we're going to try the Steam. If we need Zep, then we just add it back. But if not, then we're just going to do this here. So yeah, and then this I just realized when reviewing a replay that this returns any banished card, so you can return your banished cards as well. So it allows you to return like if any of your cards get stuck in the banished pile, you can actually like send them back. So like if your Deep Beyond gets stuck there because you banished it from grave, you can actually return it to your extra deck. Or you can return like Askins, because a lot of times my Askins get banished. So I can end up returning that to have like another banish summon itself again, which is really strong. I just realized that when I was watching somebody's replay earlier today. So that is a good thing to know here, that you can shuffle your card back. So that makes this card a lot better into not Radiant, but Killer Tune. When they banish your cards off clip, you can like actually summon this and get them back for that turn as well. So that is something cool to note. We have the Dragite, the Askins, the Ravenous, the White Aura Whale. Put this over here at level 9. We have the Gamir. So with Gamir, when you're playing like a board breaker deck and you know they have Droplet, but you wasn't able to get it out of hand, what you want to do is in draw phase or standby before you summon your small fish back, you want to activate Gamir to see if they are going to chain Droplet, because a lot of the times most decks have like destruction effects. So if they're not able to destroy your cards or banish your cards, you can like have a lot more protection with your Ghoti cards once they're summoned back. So doing that little small step there will help you a lot and allow you to like actually like resolve your Gamir, so that even if they do have Droplet and then Droplet like a lot of your board, they have to like actually swing over your monsters instead of trying to like blow it up with like Mirakumo or with like a card like Illusion's Gate or something of that nature. It forces them to actually swing over it, which allows you to survive because your board is just full of monsters. They're not going to OTK you through like 6 monsters on board with the full combo. So just knowing that, I lost a game where I didn't do that, and then I realized if I would have just did it in draw phase, I would have just probably won, because I seen the Illusion Gate in his hand, and that is what caused me to lose the game there. So just be mindful just to activate this standby, even shotgun it if you feel like they're top decking something of substance. Just it's fine to like shotgun it. You don't really need to banish a card just to like get the full effect of Gamir. So just activating and draw phase or standby really could actually save you a game or two, depending on what they draw. And then we have the Qingying, the Liger Dancer Destroyer. Once you summon this or Gamir on board early, if you summon this early, you beat Liger. If you summon this early or at any time, you're just gonna have a good time into Liger as well. It just deals with Liger like so easily. Just swinging over one is automatic out. And then if you like play through the board enough or summon this, you can like make both of these and just out both of them. Because this one, by the time you summon it, it's just gonna have like the 8 monsters that they banish to get double Liger, and then whatever monsters you have by banishing them. So that means 8 times 5. What is that? 40. So it's already 4,000 attack just from their monsters if they have double Liger. So this is the second out. If you need to out 2 of them in the same turn, this is what you'll try to go for here as well. So yeah, that's the end of the video. I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.